Nito Hoover, and I'm working on this video to explain to the the epsilon minuses like why Soma's good, because they can't understand it any way else. And like you just forget all the bad things that can happen to someone. It's give a gram, not a damn. You just gotta work like that, and being an alpha, that's just so great. I mean, so happy I'm an alpha, not a beta or like a delta, because I get pretty much everything except I was playing some golf the other day, and I was in the pluses. I was upset. But, and I wanted to have this girl. I was going to take her to a feelie, but someone else already had taken her to the feelie, and I was upset. So you know what? I'm just going to have my Soma right now. And another orange guy. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Soma's amazing. Was I feeling bad about something? I can't even. You know what? Just forget. I feel great. And to all you epsilons who can't really understand what just happened, I love Soma, and you should too. Remember, give a gram, not a damn. Okay, so that was just rehearsal, but this is Soma. I just love it. No, I was playing some squash the other day against Helmholtz Watson. I mean, I didn't stand a chance. The guy's a champ. Just love London. Big Henry and all, sightseeing. It's just such a great time. I mean, what isn't there to love? I mean, this is my apartment that I got because I live at a very nice place. This is a great time here. I got my own personal helicopter out back. I just kind of it's just so great here. I mean, I have my Soma. I go to the feelies. Those are great. And, yeah, I mean, it's just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time here. When 12 become 1, that's a great time, except for that unibrow girl. Ugh, I don't want to have her. Anyways. Just I love being an alpha. Just love it. I'd hate being anything else, and living in London, it's the life. I love it. Alright, so I'll edit it, and I'll send that video in, and hopefully Mustafa Mond approves, and I get promoted. So till next time. Alright, this is my second day on Trantor. I shouldn't even been doing this as a recording. Alright, so, gotta hide, gotta crouch. Okay, so, what's happening is that I am being hunted by I don't even know who. Oh, by the way, my name's Harry Selden, for anyone who could ever see this and maybe, help me out. Alright, so, I was coming to Trantor from my World Helicon because I'm developing a theory called psychohistory, where I can use my math to predict the future. But apparently someone really, 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 really wants that, and they're spending my time trying to hunt me down. I can't really, I'm trying to, still deal with this, but there's this, one girl that, just killed, 50 people in there with a knife. Doors, she's helping me out, but I'm still really, really scared. I found this guy Rach that I kind of really feel bad for, so I was like, you know what? I'll just help you out, buddy. It'll be all good. But they said like about the Sector Y, where like most of the power's from. They said they're trying to get me, and the Emperor's Prime Minister is supposed to be like this really, really, really bad dude. I mean, is it the Merzel or whatever his name is? Yeah, he like Cleon's just his puppet or whatever. But I'm going to try to like, move from cover to cover, waiting for doors to get over here. I mean, I can't. All right. Hopefully, doors is just about done. Like, I don't even know like what's going on. Like, this is my first time off Helicon. I gave a great conference, but now everyone seems to be after me. I mean, like a slum right now of Trantor, but that can change. I mean, it's a really, really, really big plan. What are the odds of them finding me? Especially when, like, the population's over a trillion. Or anyways, to preserve my theory, I've planted all of it in a calculator that is in there that I hope Doors remembers, because I don't want to spend much more time here. But I am trying to figure it out, trying to make sure that I don't die, and I can find a way off this planet without any harm done to me, my work, or anyone else, especially Doors or Rach. I mean, I can't even tell if they're robots or not. I'm just trying to survive, and I really, really hope Doors is just about done. So, I am the King, Emperor Cleon, Emperor Trantor. I really hope he knows what's going on. I don't know how much longer I have, but there really is no one that will miss me. I just hope my science is preserved. My name is Harry Sullivan. Hopefully, someone will get this. Hello, what you just watched there was the two comparisons between Prelude to Foundation and Brave New World. You know, two very different worlds. Prelude to Foundation takes place on an entirely different planet, and it takes really, really, really long to explain how the planet works and all that stuff, so I'll answer the questions you have in class about it. But we just read Brave New World, we understand what's going on, but the world Trantor, which Prelude to Foundation takes place in, is like, it's like New York, because you have Midtown Manhattan, which is, everyone wants to go to Midtown. There isn't anyone who doesn't really want to go to Midtown, at least that I've met, and that is where it takes place. But you also have sectors of Trantor, like a borough, for example, that are slummy and no one wants to go there. As opposed to Brave New World, where everything's perfect except for the reservations, and even those have an order. But, like, Trantor, like the Foundation universe, it incorporates androids, it incorporates interplanetary travel, it incorporates starships, it includes intraplanet travel, very fast intraplanet travel. Pretty much everything you've seen in the Star Wars universe, or the Star Trek universe. It's more like the Star Trek universe. Anything you've seen from that is what is in Trantor. So, that's what the planet's like, the characters in it. I'll explain in more depth in class because I won't be able to upload it to YouTube if it takes really long. But in a nutshell, Harry Seldon, main character of Prelude to Foundation, created psychohistory, is the titular character of this novel. Everything revolves around him and what he's doing, and there are people after him. He's assisted by Doors, who is a girl who is very skilled at pretty much everything. They find a little boy named Rach in one of the slums. He's part of their world. He eventually becomes Seldon's adopted son. And then there's Emperor Cleon I, who is the puppet for the Prime Minister, Edo de Merzel, who is sending people to capture Harry Seldon so that they can use his science to predict the future and to create predictions that they want as opposed to ones that will actually happen. But that explaining psychohistory is like trying to explain. It's ridiculous. It's like trying to teach a 2-year-old calculus. It's that much. But no, I'll be able to go more in depth in class, but it is a much more dynamic storyline than Brave New World, and it's very hard to cover everything in just a 3-minute clip. Even, like, it'd probably take an hour for me to cover it completely, but I'll do my best in class. I'll answer any questions you have, just ask away, and I'll have my comparisons. And you can pretty much see how, like, different the world is for Benito Hoover and for Harry Seldon, which gives the idea of what the world's like, especially, like, how different it is. Like, the way people act is very different. There's more, the Trantor is much more human. Much more human than, despite even the androids are more human than the people in the Brave New World. Except for, like, Bernard and Helmholtz, but we understand why that is. So, that is, like, the sum of the major differences again. It takes place on a different planet, city planet called Trantor. Harry Seldon, main character, much more dynamic, much more interesting than Bernard Marx, who's just an outcast. Harry Seldon is the it man. He is getting popularity, small beginnings, that sort of thing. Like, secondary character. There is no really character like John in this. But, like, Door's very important character. Edo Demerzel, very, very important character, and actually is a very important character in almost all of the popular Asimov novels under a different name. Emperor Cleon, very important, but, like, you have Helmholtz, Mustafa Ma, and to those people. But the similarities are, it seems great, but once you leave, like, the smoke and mirrors are gone, you see what is actually there for it. You see the underlying corruption that is there in both novels once you get past how great some of the places of the cities are. But there is no, like, order. They're just slums and stuff. It's not like, there's parts of the city that are very nice, but there's some that just are, like, a sector that's like Harlem. I mean, it's like that. No one wants to be there, and the people who are there are rugged. And that's pretty much it. I'll answer all the questions you have in class. I'm out.